Hi, my name is Carla Gorbea. Before working with Injury to Victory, my life was very painful. I'm an educator, so standing on my feet for long hour days was painful. I couldn't really pick up stuff that fell from the floor, so I had to buy things to help me pick up stuff from the floor. At home, I really wasn't very much mobile, never really had energy to do anything other than just come home, do the bare minimum and, start the day over again. But my life was very limited. I didn't have too much of a movement because of the pain that I was in. When I ever did try to work out, it would start off okay, but as soon as the pain started any part of my body, I wanted to quit because I kept thinking maybe I'm hurting myself. I'm not really doing a service to myself. So I would stop and try something else, and it would be okay for maybe about a week, and then the pain would start, and then I would stop. So it was a constant like yo-yo cycling of working out, of starting, stopping, and the pain was always the reason why I would stop. Before working with Injury to Victory, my eating habits, I would say I had the classic yo-yo style. I would try the latest fad and diets, whether it be like the meal plans that you would buy. And it would work for a while, but as someone who enjoys food, it wouldn't last. So I would, do it for a couple months, lose the weight. It wouldn't get rid of the pain. It would just help with losing weight. So to me, if it didn't get rid of the pain, it kind of wasn't beneficial. So I would just always get off the diet, gain the weight back, be back in pain. I was stuck in a circle, basically. After working with Injury to Victory, the pain slowly started going away. The first thing I noticed were my shoulders became more mobile. I had less neck pain. And it's kind of like from there downward, the pain started disappearing. As soon as my hips were feeling better, I was able to start hiking, which was my favorite thing to do. I was able to bend and pick up stuff without, any issues or any pain. And that was like really amazing, just being able to pick up stuff, being able to tie my shoes without any pain. That was really great. So I can say that Injury to Victory really, really targeted my pain, which is what I really needed a program to do. They showed me within the first month, honestly, I went 180 on that pain level. A couple of fears that I had before working with my Injury to Victory specialist was, is this going to work? I liked everything he was telling me and it worked with my lifestyle, but I was still skeptical. Like, will this work? I've tried different dieting. I've tried working out with different trainers as well, like when you join a gym, and none of that worked. And I feel like, is he going to be another trainer where he's just telling me what exercises to do and not really paying attention to what I'm telling him about my pains and concerns? And honestly, it was not that. So the focus was mainly my pains. We talked about that, I believe, for like 30 minutes to 40 minutes about just my pain and how we're going to attack that. And sure enough, within the first session, I'm not going to lie, when I got the first workout, I was like, how is this going to help my pain? Because it's not your typical workouts with weights. Yes, you eventually get to weights, but at first it was more like stretching movements. So I was like, this doesn't feel like it's going to help. But as the more I did it, it did. It really helped. Where I would normally baby my shoulder because it's hurting, my specialist had me work on my shoulder. In my head, that kind of contradicted. We're like, how are you going to make me work on something that hurts? But they made me understand that in order for it to get better, we need to stretch it, we need to move it, we need to have it in action. So I said, yeah, I'm going to trust the process. And I did. I trusted my Injury to Victory specialist, continued with the workouts, and surely I saw the pain disappear. So as I got better, weights were added, workouts were more intense. However, it was not anything I couldn't do. And if at any point I did injure myself because, stress or whatever may happen at work in my life, I communicated that. And that's the other thing that I really enjoyed, that I could communicate with my specialist through the app at any point and let them know, hey, when I did this workout, it hurt here, it hurt there. And then they would adjust it. It wasn't kind of like a push through, which I used to get before from other trainers, like push through the pain. And that's what I was conditioned to do, push through the pain. No, not this time. With Injury to Victory specialists, they would adjust the workout so that maybe we could give that muscle rest or adjust it in a different way so that I can still continue to work on that part of the muscle, but not injure it further. So I really enjoyed that. It was not like the gyms and the trainers. It's more specialized to you. And in that sense, it's definitely worth every penny of it because you get re-educated. And I think once you're re-educated, you can change your lifestyle and you can continue that lifestyle and live pain-free. And that is the goal. So difference between when I was on my own and when I started working with Injury to Victory was I was very by myself when I was on my own. Even if I had a trainer, I had no way of communicating with my trainer other than going to the gym and hoping that they were on the clock so that I can speak to them. When I was doing the diets, obviously nobody I could speak to, so I was kind of left to just searching things on my own online. But then working with Injury to Victory, that felt, like I said, more personalized, but also you felt like you had someone you can lean on, especially when things were going crazy. And I am one of those where things are constantly happening. And there was times I wanted to give up on myself. And I shared that. I shared those thoughts with my specialist at Injury to Victory. And they helped me process the thoughts, like where were they coming from, what was triggering them, and what we could do to overcome them, which is something I didn't expect from my Injury to Victory specialist. And jokingly, I would say, like, oh my God, you're like physical therapy mixed with a dietitian, mixed with a therapist. But you know what? It's taking care of my body as a whole. It's not just targeting pain and physical activity. My specialist was making sure that I was okay as a whole, as a human being. And I'm appreciative of that. And it really helps when you have someone that's concerned for your overall well-being, because if your mental health is not stable or not there, the rest will follow and fall apart. So I appreciate that aspect of it. It really helped me to overcome the things that were happening in my life and find a way for me to still be able to take care of myself. Because I am one of those people that when things happen in my life, I will put everybody else before me and forget about me. And my Injury to Victory specialist told me, like, you can't do that because you can't take care of others if you are not in good health. So that made that switch in my brain. So I learned to still take care of myself, even though I'm taking care of others. I can't stress it enough, guys. I mean, not only is it physical, it's what you're also eating and mental health. So it's a all-in-one package.